My name is Sonja Johnson. I'm from Riverside, California, and I'm currently in New York as an art director at Droga5. The story for how I heard about Here Are the Black People is kind of interesting. I had just graduated from school, and after a series of kind of really strange, unfortunate events, I was really frustrated at the industry in general because I felt like not only was I not finding opportunities that really spoke to me and what I was interested in doing, but I wasn't finding people I could go to and look to for advice on how they did it that kind of reminded me or were reminiscent of how I felt about myself. And so one afternoon I was really just frustrated, and I typed in, "Where are all the black creatives in advertising?" And I found a blog that led me to Here Are All the Black People. When I went to the event, I walked in the door and I was really nervous because I had just gotten lost on the train, and I walked the rest of the way there, and I was just kind of flustered, and I opened the door and Tracy was there, and she said, "Oh my God, Sonja, you're here." And she knew me by name. She was so excited to see me, and it really just kind of settled me into, okay, like, I'm gonna do this. I've got friends on the inside, and like, this is going to be okay. On stage at the talent pitch, my personality was on display, and that's something that can be really nerve-wracking. But again, being in that comfortable environment, it allowed me to show myself in a way where I didn't have to change anything. After I had watched everybody speak on stage, I remember I had seen one of the creatives and Ted Roy, our CCO, come off the stage. I went over and I started talking to him about his work, and I had said, you know, one of my favorite pieces from Droga is the Honey Maid spots that you guys had done. I think that it was really something that was socially important and something that I hadn't really seen. And Ted invited me to come back to the agency and to really kind of just take it in and see what the culture was like. And I remember thinking I would move back to New York for this agency, and 2 months later, that's exactly what happened. I got an invitation to come here and to be a junior. It's easy to get lost in the idea that you're not being heard or that nobody's looking at you and nobody's recognizing your talent. But Here Are the Black People is really an event that is to remind you that no, people want to hear what you have to say, and even if you don't have a formal education in it, even if you don't have something to say that's, you know, completely in one direction, or maybe it doesn't work for these other places, there are still places you can go where people appreciate and do want to hear your voice and want to hear what you have to say. Inclusion is something that is really big here at Droga, and I think that that to me speaks to why it's important to go to an event like Here Are the Black People, because not only are we interested in including people who maybe have gotten overlooked at other places or don't have as easy access to us, but it's something where if we're going to make a difference in culture, we really need to start including people that come from different parts of that culture. And Here Are All the Black People, when at their best working with an agency, is something that really figures out how to do that in a way where people feel not only comfortable, but empowered to show people like, I'm here, I have a voice, and this is what I represent.